All right. It seems like we're back. In which case, welcome back, everybody. This is my second game for Power Up with Pride. Once again, raising money for the Trevor Project. Very good cause, so be sure to keep donating for that. And yeah, my second game here will be Garfield Caught in the Act. It's a game that I've been running for quite some time now. Hold on. Also, let me make sure that I got my controller. Such a mess of controls here, but we got this. Yeah, this is a game for the Genesis I've been running for quite some time now, and it's been a fun one to run, really. And I mean, it's Garfield, so you know, it's not on a Monday, but it's definitely a good day for some Garfield speedrunning. Yeah, let's pretty much go into it. First, let me reset the game though, because there's this weird glitch that happens in the beginning if I let the game run for too long, and it's technically not allowed for the speedrun, so it's gonna reset real quick. Also, advance warning, by the way, there's gonna be some flashing here and there, but I'll let you know when it is. Once again, if you're photosensitive, be sure to take note of that. But yeah, getting there in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so yeah, this game is called Caught in the Act, and you wonder, by Caught in the Act, how so? Well, we're stuck in a TV set. So Garfield is watching TV, and then the TV set breaks down, tries to fix it, and there's a couple of spare parts that are still remaining. They form a critical glitch, and they basically zap Garfield into the TV, and that's where we're at. We're playing through these movie-themed stages, and starting off with this Dracula-themed level, Count Slobula's Castle. So this is yeah, it's a platformer. You have jumps, you have close range attacks, you have projectile attacks, and we start off with these tombs where we pull these tongs in order to get this elevator that we can ride. And the next one, I'm actually gonna try a glitch, so I'm gonna see if this works. Let's see. Yes, there we go. So this is actually something I've never pulled off in a marathon before, so I'm actually really glad that I got it here. But this is actually a known glitch for quite a few years now, but it actually found a more recent setup that proved to be rather reliable. So shoutouts to runner Jess and Real for finding that. I've been kind of experimenting with that recently, and it's made it a lot more consistent. And it's actually like 10 seconds over doing it the normal way, so that's definitely nice to get that. That's true. That's true. Yeah, now we fight Count Slobula. As soon as you know what to do here, it's actually a pretty straightforward fight. You have to basically let the light in. First, you have to get Count Slobula into the coffin, and then stand on the coffin and jump right above you, and then pull the blind and let the light in. You have to do this 3 times. This was actually a thing when I was first casually playing this. That was actually part of a sort of impromptu race over on Big Bad Gameathon, and it took me it took us forever to actually find out what we had to do there. But as soon as you know, well, you know, because it's, you know, Dracula and light and all that. But yeah, so you have those levels, and you have these commercial breaks in between. And in these commercial breaks, you will basically try to collect Pookies. Although I'm not actively going for that, I'm actually trying to collect the cups here, because they make you go faster. So for the speedrun, that's especially handy. In between, you have this overworld where you just go from one stage to another. So it's nothing really super special about, nothing really too special about that. It's just it kind of visualizes it very well. So now we get the Revenge of Orangebeard. We have these boats. We're not going to stay on them though. I'm going to try and see if I can skip off these boats. I take a lot of damage from going through the water. Except for this part where I grab this cup. Those are the same cups that you saw in the commercial breaks. Except this time around, they make you briefly invincible, which is very handy for this part because we need that to exactly get over here to the next food item that we can grab, and that will keep us alive. So that way we can skip off this stuff here. It's a lot faster than staying on the boat by quite a bit. It's a bit tougher to pull off. It's riskier, but it's definitely worth giving it a try, I think. What I also do there is I do these jumps with these attacks at the apex of my jump in order to skip one part of the animation. Because you see this animation where Garfield gets stunned, and I'm trying to skip part of that so I can still keep moving. If I can pull that off, then I have a better chance of surviving things like this. Actually, I might get this one too. This is actually by far the toughest one to get. Like, this is usually me surviving with 1 health, and I really have to be precise about how I jump. So I actually got that, which is really awesome. Oh, there we go. I dropped off the turtle there. It's fine. Okay. So far, so good. Also, there's a lot of chickens and also R. Because it's a pirate-themed level, you know. That's what you get. So now we're in the jungle. This jungle section can be pretty tough. So you try to climb these trees, and if you get struck down by something, it's very easy to fall down because for some reason there's a lot of gravity in this game, and you fall down really quickly. You don't want that to happen, basically. Also, there's a couple of vine skips. They save a little bit of time. Especially the second one can be tough to set up, but we're gonna try for it. If we can get the setup for that. Meanwhile, there we go. I got that first try too. Gosh, this is going really well for some reason. Kind of terrifying, but I'll take it. This makes you want more coffee. I mean, I don't blame you. I would. I was almost thinking of grabbing some coffee before this run, but I'm gonna do it afterwards. I'm still. I'm gonna treat myself to coffee afterwards. So now we're all the way here. So we're gonna fight the skeleton boss. Warning, by the way, this is where there's quite a bit of flashing warning. So if you're photosensitive, be sure to look away for a little bit. It's gonna be 8 hits in total. See, and oh, there we go. It's a quick boss fight. All right, time for the next commercial break. So spoilers, we never actually get enough Pookies. You need at least 18 Pookies to get an extra life, and if you get 25, you get like an extra continue. But I usually don't get it, and also I don't really need it since this game is pretty generous with lives as such. So even for the speedrun, we don't really need it as much. So we got more overworld jumping here. And now we go all the way back in time to the era of the cave cat. And we got these lovely teeth. So yeah, this is where we encounter all kinds of enemies, crabs, birds with, or these dino birds with eggs. There's actually dropping you like pretty directly. We have to actually drop down here to ride this fish, so we can actually get ourselves up here. So this is a game that was developed in collaboration with Jim Davis himself. As you can tell from the sprite work is just really gorgeous, and the visual style is really awesome in general as well. But a lot of it is can be attributed to having Jim Davis on board for this, and it's definitely, if anything, one of the selling points of this game in my opinion. See, and do some waterfall jumping. It's actually possible to do this even faster. There's a way to do it in the test that's basically staying to the left side, but it's really tight to do that. I hope to get it in the future, but recently I've been able to get that RTA pretty much, but it's gonna be tough to pull it off still. Also, yeah, there's so much cheese in this level alone. There's actually no lasagna in this game, which is weird. It's a Garfield game, but there's burgers and there's pizza, and for some reason there's no lasagna. So someone should make a lasagna mod for this at some point to actually turn everything into lasagna. I think that would make sense. Okay, now we go into a boss fight that can be a potential softlock, which is the only reason why I increased the estimate for this run, because typically I would have it at like 20 minutes, but I put it at 23, basically because of this boss fight possibly going a certain way. I hope I didn't jinx it, but we'll see. So this is Dino Odie. We have to push these boulders onto the seesaw and launch them towards Dino Odie. And then as Dino Odie drops down, we have to hit him again. And basically repeat that until we're done with the fight. Late addition to the Garfield lore. Oh, is that true? I never realized that, actually. Like, I haven't read the entire series, I have to add, but I did grow up reading at least some of the comics. So maybe that's why. That would explain it, actually. But it's such an essential part of the Garfield lore now. So you would almost expect it to be there. All right. Softlock avoided. So there was a possibility that Dino Odie could jump off screen on the left side, but that didn't happen, thankfully. So we can continue the game as such. You know what? Let's see if there's some donations, or if you have any info or something to plug. Now's a good time.
Absolutely. No donations at the moment, but I do have a couple of things to plug. I just kind of want to let everybody know why the Trevor Project exists is quite important. A majority of youth choose to contact the Trevor Project rather than other providers because the organization is LGBTQ affirming or a trusted provider of crisis services. 90% of young people who reach out to Trevor experience de-escalation from suicidal thoughts. Trevor Project aims to always be there for LGBTQ youth in crisis with a clear message. They should be proud of who they are and that they are not alone.
Yeah, be sure to keep donating. And yeah, so now we're in a very stylish level called Casablanca. This is very film noir inspired. Oh, oops, I fell down. And in the beginning, you have to go through these doors, kind of find your way through. Although the arrows are the hands seem to kind of indicate like where you have to go, what you have to do. But yeah, as soon as you know what to do, you have to jump over these awnings and make sure not to get hit by the doves, because doves are kind of jerks as well in this game. But yeah, that makes for a very quick level. This is already the boss fight. You have to catch these bombs that have colored fuses. So I can throw them back after that. I need 4 of them in total. Actually, I need 8 of them normally, but there's a glitch where I only have to throw like 4 of them just by standing on this side. It's pretty funny. Why that is the case, I don't know, but it is a thing. It's a very cool level, yeah. It's also got this really nice gem. If you check the PC version out of this, there's a kind of a similar sounding song, which also absolutely slaps. Oh dear, missed that. That's fine. Let's see. Here's where we skip a little bit of parkour. They kind of expect you to go a little bit to the right and then grab those cords on top and then go to the left, but you can actually jump over here. So there's a neutral jump that you can do that's actually higher than the sideways jump, which is really good to remember in this case especially. So now we are in this Egypt-themed level. This is the Curse of Cleopatra, and Garfield has this nice headwear. First you have to get up here. Some platforming and whatnot. This thing we have to turn in order to get the door open, just like that. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot to jump sooner. So these are the crushers that you may want to avoid. Not that they insta kill you or anything. It's mostly there. See, gonna go over here. Okay, this next boss fight is gonna be quite interesting. It has a bit of an elaborate setup in order to save time, so I'm gonna see if I can get that. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening. As soon as I hit the torch, that's pretty much when the cycle starts. So I'm going to activate both of them, then ride one of these paw elevators to the top pretty much, whilst trying to avoid these flies. It can be a thing. They kind of spawn seemingly at random, so I have to watch out for them. They can be mean. Oh, I missed that. Okay, well, that's too bad. Missed the cycle. It's okay though, we're gonna try it again. But if I get everything done right, I can basically jump over to the other side and basically land on the other paw just as I'm about to jump all the way to the other side, and I don't even have to avoid things further, but I just missed that. That's fine. See? Oh. They can stun you and still prevent you from jumping further. That's also a thing. So what you have to do here, you have to hit this eye like 5 times. There we go. Then, okay, that was pretty close still. And that's what you typically want to do. It's funny that it actually was there in the same position, but that's pretty much what you want to go for. You want to go for the instant jump there, and that saves you like over 10 seconds, pretty much. Almost 15, I think. I'm not sure how much, but it is pretty significant. So, fall down here. And now we start attacking John, who is dressed up as a Sphinx. We have to hit the ice in this case. There's a good chance I might actually do a somewhat early hit as I drop down. So, in that case, I would only have to do 9 hits instead of the 10 that I normally have to do. I'm not sure if I got it this time, though, but... Oh, you have a box copy of this, Mulle? Of the Game Gear version? That's so awesome. I also run the Game Gear version. It's actually pretty different from this game, because it was developed by a different team. It was actually, the Game Gear version was developed by Novotrade, who also made Echo the Dolphin and quite a few other games, but yeah, they also made this game. And it's interesting to compare because that version also has some different levels compared to this one, and it's longer too, so... I did it recently for the GDQ hotfix. That was a fun one to show off. I don't have a Game Gear. I still want to get the Game Gear at some point. There's so many things I still want to get at some point, but what to get first? It's always the question. Okay, there we go. That's the final commercial break, and now it's time to go for the final boss fight. This is what they call the season finale, and it's gonna be pretty wild. It's gonna be a lot of stuff happening. But yeah, this is where we fight this character, this spare part character called Glitch. And how are we gonna do that? Well, we're gonna flip these panels or these mirrors. I'm still not sure what it is, but anyway, we have to flip them in order to send back these projectiles that we're getting. And I tried to flip all of them, so to increase the chances of this being quicker. Ooh, I missed that. That's too bad. I kind of want to flip that one too, because it does make it easier. It is an easy one to miss, I have to say. Like, with the previous PB, there was a lot of stuff that went well, and this was the one place where I actually lost 10 seconds because I missed that panel. Like, when stuff goes wrong here, it can be pretty disastrous, because you have to climb all the way up again. Just like that. Although usually flipping one of the panels does slightly increase the chances of making it further regardless. But I think we're back on track now. Yeah, I wonder which one is. I mean, they both are quite consuming when it comes to batteries. That's for sure. I don't remember with the links. At some point, I actually borrowed a link from links from Grandmeister for Run of Gordo 106, and I always had it hooked up on like the charger, so I didn't have to use the batteries. Okay, so this is the final part. Now we just have to wait for the final projectile to hit, and that's going to be the end of this fight, and also the end of this game. So we only have to grab the remote once more, and time is going to be as soon as the screen has fully faded to black after grabbing that, so get ready for that. See, there we go. High jump up, and time. There we go. We're back in our seat. Thank you, thank you. Seems like Garfield had a lot of fun. This is actually quite a workout for Garfield, that's for sure. I mean, usually he's a pretty lazy cat, and suddenly he is running around, jumping and climbing and everything. So it's been quite a workout, but he seemed to have fun. At least that's what he says. So, yeah, that's the run in a nutshell. That went pretty well, I think. There were some things that I was able to do that I was surprised by that I got that. What was my time, by the way? Just curious.
When I saw it, it was 19:30.
19:30, nice. That's always a good marathon time. I'll take anything that's sub 20 for sure. But yeah, mid 19 is also very good. I actually improved the world record recently, so PB/world record by a second. Basically with this tomb glitch in the beginning, but I would love to go for lower eventually, so I might work on this in the future. But yeah, the current world record is an 18-minute 50-second time, so it's barely sub 19. But yeah, I'll definitely take 19:30. Also, thanks for the GGs, everybody. Oh, it was always part of the canon. Okay. I didn't know. Yeah, like I said, I read some of the comics, not all of them though, but fun fact, this was actually at least some of the levels were based on the book Garfield and His 9 Lives. Some of the characters are actually inspired by that, I believe. But yeah, that was this game. This is a lot of fun to show off. This is one of my favorite speedruns, probably. I love both this and the Game Gear version. They're they're both different games, basically, although they have the same concepts, but it's just fun to show off both of them, and this is always fun times, really. And yeah, I definitely recommend checking this out, playing this casually. It's a very short, casual playthrough as well, but yeah, if you want to learn the speedrun, be sure to hit me up or any of the other runners. And yeah, thanks to Power Up with Pride as well for having me show off these games. It's always a pleasure to take part in this event. And yeah, be sure to keep donating for Charcoal Project. It's for a very, very good cause. And yeah, happy to sort of contribute to that. And yeah, if you want to see more, you can check me out over on my channel on twitch.tv/janglestorm. I do various speedruns. This is one of quite a few speedruns that I do. It's always fun to do some variety speedrunning. So if you like that, be sure to check that out. And yeah, have a fun rest of the marathon. And yeah, there's a lot of really cool runs coming up throughout the entire weekend. So check it out. And yeah, thanks again. I'll be signing off and throw it over to the host. And I'll see you around. Take care.
Janglestorm, thank you so very much for both a trip into my favorite childhood movies and then the fever dream that was this Garfield game. Everybody, please stick around. We're here with Power with Pride 2022. Next up, we have an hour of ducks. All ducks, all the time. The next run we have is DuckTales 1 and 2, any % easy shuffle. And after that, we have Darkwing Duck 80%. So please hang out, stick around. Don't forget to check out the teas from Yeti Yeti.com. $5 from every tea sold supports the Trevor Project. So please get yourself a drink and come back, and we'll be ready shortly for the next run.